I see one person on here. Welcome. Got my laptop open too, so I can just look at the chat and stuff on the side. Hey Ian. I saw you tune into the first one. I had to end it because I'm using Streamlabs, and I don't know why. There's this black rectangle thing in the middle of my camera when I have it, but I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it, and the show had to go on in some way. So, but hopefully for my 1,000 subs stream, I won't have to deal with this, because at that point YouTube will actually let me do mobile streams directly through them. They have this weird rule where if you have under 1,000 subscribers, you have to use some. You can't stream mobily directly through them. I don't know. It's I don't usually say anything negative about YouTube or anything. I mostly focus on reviewing these models and showing them off. But occasional things like this really do, I don't know, irk me a little bit. But yeah, this random stuff here. I had this pack of Matchbox cars I got. I don't even know when. Haven't opened it yet, so that'll be saved for later on here. Got my Lexus that I recently got here. I'm going to be switching out the cars that I have in my display case back here. But yeah, I have it all decked out for the holidays here. I'm actually going to go around later and show all this stuff off. I don't want to get too into it now when there's only a couple people watching. But yeah, I think by now we're at 700 and 70-something subscribers. So thank you all so much. I was going to do this a week and a half ago. I wasn't feeling great, so I sort of postponed it to this week. That's a cool Lexus. Yeah, it is. The Motormax one just is not that great in terms of quality, and the Maesto one is a lot better, I think, in terms of overall detailing. You don't get the folding roof mechanism, but I honestly prefer having better details. Plus, I already have two cars anyway that have the folding roofs. I have that BMW 325i from Maesto and that SLK also from them. So I thought, it's not a huge loss. If that was the only car I had with the folding roof mechanism, I would have been kind of I don't want to replace it. But I'm keeping both for right now because I do want to make one of those comparison videos where I review, or not really where I review, but I compare the details of both of them. So that'll probably be a 2022 thing. Got other stuff I gotta plan plan and I guess film and upload before the end of the year, so that'll come later. Ultra wide. Playing around with the camera here. I recently got a Meister Mercedes Slk for $7 and it had the folding top. Oh, that's actually a really good deal. Yeah, mine was a gift last year. It was a Christmas gift. Yeah, my parents got it for me. It wasn't much over. It was only $20-some, I think, in total. It was mint in box. It came in that interesting gray box. It was the original release from 97 or 98. Maesto made two different versions. That SLK generation had a facelift, I think, in 2000 or 01. And Maesto actually made a model of both the original version from 97 or whenever it came out, and then they actually made a model of the facelift version too. I think I went over that in the video. I'm not too sure, but yeah, this was an eBay find. There's always stuff on there to find, as you all know. Yeah, the Matchbox here. This is from Amazon Warehouse Deals. I can tell by the. Oh yeah, there's your clue right there. That sticker on the back. Yeah, this has just been sitting around. I haven't opened it. I've had it for over a month, but I think because I was ordering something else, and I thought, because I have Prime. In the past, I used to just get random car things. Before I had a Prime account to get free shipping, it was total your order to $35, or I think now it's $25, and then I would just get a multi-pack of small cars, maybe a big car or something. But I guess I was just browsing Amazon warehouse deals and I saw these listed on there. But this was maybe like $9 or $10. Not a bad deal. There's some pretty cool castings in here. You have the Subaru Rally slash police car. They did a second police car that looked kind of like this. I forget. Maybe it was like a Mitsubishi Lancer or something. And this exclusive Ram pickup up here, California Highway Patrol. Ugh, can't talk. Yeah, there's some doubles in here. Like I already have the Alfa Romeo Giulia and this Taurus police car, but yeah, maybe we'll see like which ones are better, and then just keep one or the other. Not really sure. With the Rabbit Gaming. Sorry, I'm late. I was playing Roblox. I guess you're saying Roblox. What did I miss? You didn't miss too much. I was just kind of blabbing about this random Matchbox multi-pack that I got. I don't even know when, from Amazon. Haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to open it during the stream. And then earlier I was complaining about this like random black rectangle you're probably looking at in the middle of the screen. I guess there's something wrong with Streamlabs. I'm not really too sure. I'm using Streamlabs because you have to, like, I don't know, I can't like stream on a mobile thing with YouTube until I have 1,000 subscribers. I don't know why that is. It's just, you know, YouTube and Google with their usual stuff, I guess. But yeah, just have to make do. Yeah, the black well, it's not really a black rectangle. It's a clearish dark rectangle. That was not on. I did not have that problem when I did my 500 subscriber live stream, but whatever. I didn't have to. I wanted to do a stream in between 500 and 1,000, so I figured, you know. But yeah, it's. Oh, this pile of cars here. I do want to switch out the cars in my display case. This is really, you don't realize how heavy these can all be until they're like in a big pile like this. But yeah, these all need to get switched out. It's been over a month, I think, since I've switched all the cars out in here. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that tonight. These four up here always stay. My red lines, they always stay. I mean, they don't stay in the same spot in the same line in the case. I just keep them in the case. You know, they might move to a different shelf in the case, or they might just switch. First thing I saw was this rectangle in the box of matchboxes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really prepare too well for this. I just thought I would do like a, you know, just random sort of stream. Yeah, I'll open up these later. I'll put them to the side, I guess. I got my festive car holiday blanket here. I think last year it made its first appearance. I did my end of the year collection video, and then I had the cars kind of on it. Yeah, it's like very soft and stuff. It made kind of a nice background for those videos. I think I did a couple of unboxings, and I still had the blanket out because it was like January, so I think my BMW M6 and then a couple of other cars, I think, I got during that time. But yeah, so I guess I can kind of show off this a little bit. But yeah, I didn't really. There's no holiday themed cars in the case, but I do have some decorations up here. We got these kind of topiary reindeer. This advent calendar, which actually is car themed, which is pretty cool. You have like the numbers and just kind of roll the car along. So today is the 10th, so that has to go right there. I got my 2000s supercars out. I like to have kind of themes when I put cars out up here. And then what do we got here? It switches from clear audio to muffled audio for some. Yeah, I figured. It's always something. I hope you all can hear me now. Just let me know if you can. What was I saying? Yeah, I switched out the big cars up here, though. I do that like every 2 weeks. I used to switch out the little cars with the big cars, but I don't know. This gets very involved, so usually I only have enough like time in a day to do the bigger cars, to like switch all those out, because then I have to like put the ones I currently have out back into storage, and then I have to put the new ones that I'm getting out on the shelf to replace those other ones, so it does take a little bit of effort. These trees do light up, so we'll turn those on. Yeah, one's a little bit dimmer. I have to put some new batteries in it, but yeah, there's our festive shelf right there. Of course, you got the Nutcracker and then the Santa. Oh, and we have an artificial Christmas tree, and this thing kind of fell off it. I'm not really sure why, so I thought that would make a nice little decoration on the back of the Carrera GT. Yeah, I try to be a little bit festive. Not really much. Well, here's my Mercedes 300 SLs from the 50s. The models themselves aren't from the 50s, but they're based off the 1950s cars. So this one's a Matchbox Dinky. It's a just a 300 SL. It's white. And then here we have the black 300 SL Roadster. This is by New Ray. Yeah, this is a New Ray. And this one's a Schuko. This is a 300 SL like racing livery. Yeah, this is actually my dad's, and he gave it to me when I was a little kid. This actually does have the gull-wing doors. These don't have, well, of course, the Roadster never had gull-wing doors, but the Matchbox one's actually sealed. But it's actually pretty detailed. Matchbox, yeah, it's Matchbox Dinky. Dinky Toys was a separate company, but then Matchbox had like Matchbox Dinky models in like the 1980s, I want to say, and they had like 1/43 scale cars. And then down here I have this like pullback, well, it used to be pullback, this motorcycle Santa, and then this kind of candle thing here. And you gotta have Legos out for Christmas. Here's these kind of creepy looking elves with the with like the table and stuff there. And this is a recent addition, my Mercedes 500 SL made by Maesto. Although other manufacturers did make this model pretty much the same as Maesto did, but it has a lot of cool features. Like you have the roll bar in the back, folding seats, folding sun visors. They don't make stuff like that anymore. I mean, they make really well detailed cars. Back then they were really packing a lot of features in their models, not so much details. Now it's kind of the opposite. You actually have a full spare tire in here too. I'll probably just put it out on the bed later to get a better look and like lighting, because it is a black car with, you know, a dark shelf. So I've abandoned the comment section. Nice Pagini. Yeah, I used to think it was Pagini instead of. I'm pretty sure it's pretty rare to find a Hot Wheels with opening doors, trunks, blah blah blah, and so forth. Yeah, Matchbox has the opening parts cars now, and all their older cars, when they first came out, they used to always have some kind of opening feature. But Hot Wheels, they never really got into opening features. Oh, actually, that's actually a lie. These older red lines, like this blue cord up here, it does have the opening hood and the roof that comes off. And this purple 36 Ford Coupe actually has the rumble seat that opens. But yeah, in terms of modern, like everything in here that you see, like these newer Hot Wheels cars, they don't have the opening features. But Matchbox does have the moving parts series, and you never find those. Like, it seems like stores in general, in terms of like new Matchbox and Hot Wheels, it's just been hard to find stuff. Probably, you know, supply chain stuff. We all know how that's been the last year. But yeah, my local Giant did have a dump bin, like a Hot Wheels dump bin recently. And actually, yeah, I think some of those cars that I got are in here. Actually, do I want to? All right, I'll spoil one of them. I am gonna have a video coming out of my recent Hot Wheels finds, but yeah, this Liberty Walk Nissan GTR was among the cars that were in that dump bin at my local Giant. I didn't know they were actually making this casting, but yeah, they were. A lot of Hot Wheels releases I definitely know about, but some I forget that they, you know, have. But yes, that was pretty much it for over here, I think. Oh, and the Tomicas are down here. These two are actually from Japan. I got them off of eBay. And these two were from Walmart from, wow, it's been over 2 years. Because Tomica and Walmart, they worked together to like release a few Tomica models in the US. This is like summer, fall 2019. And these are part of like the second and third waves of vehicles that they released. But wow, I can't believe it's actually been that long. I don't think they've released any new models at Walmart recently for like the Tomica series, not really sure. But eBay has an abundance of them. So there's a Nissan Serena, the Nissan Kicks. I have like a Nissan theme going on down here basically. Then we have the Leaf and the Note. At least here in the US, it's called the Versa Note. They don't make that anymore in real life, but I think it's just called the Nissan Note elsewhere in the world. Oh, I forgot to say what these cars were. We got the Pagani Zonda, the Lamborghini Gallardo, Porsche Carrera GT, and the Celine S7. This is not the S7 twin turbo. This is the older, just S7. Tony Stark had pretty much an exact looking version of this on Iron Man from 2008. So I've liked it ever since, and I finally got a model of it from eBay. This was like last spring, I think. Okay, we can go over here. Got another tree up here. It doesn't light up or anything, but got my two cars up here. 1939 Ford Coupe. Then we have the Mercedes 500K from 1936. Hood ornaments make good like hooks to hang wreaths from for the holidays, I think. As you can see here, it turned out to be really good. Oh, and you got to have some ornaments that are car themed too, like this T-Bird up here. Hallmark releases these like little ornaments every year. Like here's a T-Bird that was from this year. This Mustang I think is from a couple years ago maybe, but yeah, it's always cool to collect those. These are actually close to 1/87 scale. So any of you who have HO scale train layouts, and I know a few of you do, these aren't really Christmassy looking, these cars. They're just regular cars with ornament hooks sticking out of the roofs. You could keep them out for the whole year and put them on your layout, you know, just for something cool, I guess. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I actually have a pink Chevy Impala lying around with lowrider suspension. Pretty cool car. Wish it was cheaper, though. Yeah, not sure what scale that is that you're talking about, but yeah, I've seen, I think Motor Max, for a short time, they had like 1/18 scale cars with like raisable suspension or something like that. My grandfather, he actually has a 1/64 scale Chevy Impala. It's like a 1962 Impala. And like the rear wheels and front wheels, they can be kind of raised, like, it's hard to describe, but I forget who made it. It wasn't a manufacturer that's like well recognized. It wasn't Johnny Lightning. It looked like a Johnny Lightning in terms of details, but no, that is really cool to have like features like that on cars, or on like model cars, I should say. Yeah, here's my Christmas themed Matchbox cars. I'm not sure these are going to go in the case or not, but I'll probably show these off on Instagram sometime. These are from a 5-pack that I got actually from Target back in 2019 during that holiday season. So I thought they were cool. I guess the case is going to take a while to do, so let's open up these Matchbox cars next. So this is a 9-pack. Of course, you always have the exclusive style car or truck in there. In this case, it's that Ram. JD the Great Hot Wheels made an Impala lowrider. Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, so it is Hot Wheels. Okay. I wasn't sure, because a lot of different brands made a similar model, so, but yeah, that's actually cool. I'd get one, because I do have a lot of, like 50s cars in diecast, so that would actually go good with the stuff I have. And Hot Wheels has made a lot of 50s cars. Very rare. Yeah, it sounds like it. Wow. I guess that's why I haven't heard of it. Whenever I film unboxings like these, I never do them live, because for this reason, like, you have to use two hands a lot of times. Right now, I'm just kind of pushing this box up against me and hoping I don't tear the whole thing. All right, here we go. Oh, actually, oh, look at that, one hand. Wow. All right. Sorry for the noise. All right, there we go. Cool set of cars here. It's funny, I actually have, this one, and this one already. Oh, well, whatever. Guess we'll start with the bottom row. Here's this Ford Police and Interceptor. Air Force Police. Always liked this casting. You have the blue light bar up on top there. And here's a helicopter. I haven't gotten any helicopters for a while. Oh, look, the propeller spins. I used to have a bunch of die-cast airplanes and helicopters. I don't know where I put them. It's in the house somewhere. Does this come out? No, it doesn't come out. Oh, well, what is this called? This is the Sea Hunter, so it's like a rescue helicopter for like the ocean. We got a flippin' helicopter thrown in there because why not? Yeah, there's random stuff like this in these multi-packs like all the time. It's like they're not cars, they're just other random vehicles, but I don't know. I forget where it was, maybe on like Instagram or Reddit or something, but Like Matchbox and Hot Wheels just throw in like the unwanted models in their multi-packs. I wouldn't call this helicopter unwanted. It's like pretty cool, but from like a collector's standpoint, I mean, there is some kind of like random stuff in here that you wouldn't necessarily. But everything in here is actually licensed, aside from the helicopter, and I guess this Doom Buggy probably is not licensed, but everything else in here is pretty cool. Here's the actual cool one, the Subaru Impreza police car. It's like a rally police car, which is really cool. What does that say? Keeping SA safe. I don't know what SA means, but that's actually a pretty well detailed casting. I have the Hot Wheels Impreza. It's from the same gen. Oh, 2007 this is from. The Hot Wheels one I think is based off like the 05 or 06, but pretty similar. So I have 3 police cars in one pack. That's actually pretty cool. Here's the Porsche Rally Car. This is the 911 Rally. This actually existed, I think. I was like, did they actually make a Porsche like this? Like with big tires and like a freaking like rally thing on it? Or like an off-road lift on it? But apparently no, it existed. I guess in the 80s they were like, why not? Let's just do this like crazy car. This even has like the tire mounted on top and stuff. That's like really cool. I think someone said earlier about the audio. I think because the way that I'm holding my phone, like my hand was over the speaker and then the audio was bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so between the audio and like whatever this rectangle thing is in the middle of the screen, like I'm sorry. At least this is sort of in between live stream. If this were like my 1,000 sub live stream, I'd be really ticked off about that box. But at least now I know what might go wrong for my next stream. But whatever. The show must go on. Yeah, here's that Doom Buggy. I swear I got this in that last multi-pack, too. Oh, this is cool on the front. What does that say? Outback, Buggies, Tours, and Rentals. That's awesome. and it's pink, too. Yeah, Baja Bandit. This is, I guess this is probably Matchbox's take on the Hot Wheels Dune Daddy. Do I have that up here? No, that's in storage. But yeah, based off that 70s Hot Wheels casting, I guess. Here's one that everyone likes, the Holden Ute, or the Holden Ute, I should say. I used to think it was UTE and not Ute. I don't know why. This is the Holden Ute. We almost got this truck here in the U.S. as the Pontiac G8 Sport truck, but then Pontiac went down under, so we didn't get it, unfortunately. But I think there might be some Holden Utes that were imported over here, but probably not. I think the real Ute they don't make anymore. But Matchbox recently re-released this casting in this kind of nice sort of lavender purple. I really like it. I wonder if the real Ute came in that color scheme. Yeah, 2010. Then we got the Alfa Romeo Giulia, another really nice casting. Speaking of Alfa Romeo, I did film the review of my 1/18 scale Maesto Alfa Romeo Spider. I put up the unboxing, I believe it was yesterday, so sometime over the weekend I'm going to be uploading the review of that model. We didn't get that in real life here in the US, unfortunately, as I say in the video, but it's still a pretty cool car. The Giulia we do have here, I've seen a fair bit. It seems like a popular spec is the white with the red interior. And of course the red with the black interior, like this casting is, but very cool car. Wouldn't mind having one of these in like a larger scale. Supposedly they were going to make a coupe version of the Giulia. I think they were going to call it the GTV, kind of like the Alfa Romeo GTV from like the 90s, but who knows if they're actually going to do that. Coupes don't sell very well in the US, unfortunately. I wish they did, but they don't really do that. Okay, imagine just driving that thing over a ton of weight, your work supplies in the back, and you're drifting like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, I can't even imagine that. Oh, this is nice, this paint scheme and stuff on here. Is this the Austin Healey? It is the Austin Healey, 63 Austin Healey 3000 Mark II. I have the red version with the beige interior that Matchbox, I almost said Maesto, that Matchbox released in, I think, 2018, I want to say. And it looks really nice. But this one, I like the color of this one. Oh, is that a matte finish on the paint too? It is. This is awesome. I wonder if this is a multi-pack only car if Matchbox actually releases. He even got the inscription and stuff back there. That's super cool. Not to mention the thing is purple. You've got to get everybody looking at you. I love purple pickup trucks. LMAO. Oh, yeah. No, this is a really cool pickup truck. I wish they sold it here. But, I mean, here in the States, it's like everyone buys like the four-door, super large trucks like the F-150 and like the Titan and stuff like that. You know, smaller trucks like this, you know. I'm glad they're still making trucks like the Frontier and like the Ranger and stuff. At least they're, you know, mid-size. They're not too overly huge, and they, you know, look good and stuff too. They have the Ford Maverick coming out, that pickup truck. I haven't seen any on the road yet, but they're supposedly smaller than I think all trucks that they're having, or the other trucks that Ford makes, but I haven't seen one yet. But yeah, if you look online, there are pictures of what the Pontiac G8 Sport truck would have looked like. Pretty much the same as this. It would have come out in 2010, but that was actually the last year that Pontiac was actually in existence. But I do, you know, you got to wonder like what could have been, sort of. I mean, I guess if Pontiac had survived past the recession, they would have made the sport truck. I don't know how long they would have made it for. I mean, it wouldn't have survived until today, probably. They probably would have made it from maybe 10 to like 14 or 15, because that was around the time when those sort of smaller regular cab trucks weren't really doing well in terms of sales. But would have been cool. And I'm glad that it came in this set here. I actually have a second Holden Ute from Matchbox in a different purple. I don't have it anywhere easy to get to right now, but maybe someday for for a post on Instagram, I'll get both of them. Okay, we have one more car, or truck, I should say, in here, last but not least. This is the Ram police truck. That's actually a pretty big casting. So it's actually properly scaled compared to these other cars here, which is cool to see. Like Austin Healey. Well, Austin Healey's probably much smaller in real life than the Ram, but does this have a year on it? Okay, 2015 Ram, it says. This is probably like the 2500 or 3500, I'm not really sure, but this is the California Highway Patrol livery on it, which is always cool to see. I have a couple other CHP Matchbox cars. I have the 94 Chevy Camaro, and I think the 2016 Explorer. So yeah, but yeah, that's the set of cars there. The green rally car is my favorite. Yeah, this is really cool. I have the white version of it too with the blue base, but the one wheel is like bent and doesn't spin. So this will probably be replacing that. I think I actually got rid of it. So this definitely is replacing that one. The green looks, and you know, I think the wheels are super cool too. I saw a Celine in 1/64th scale. Yeah, Hot Wheels. I have a Hot Wheels Celine S7 and 1/64, and Motormax also made a 1/64th scale Celine S7. They actually made it was like a keychain thing for like one of their toy fairs in like the early 2000s, and it says like Motormax on the hood. Meister used to do that too. They would take like an upcoming like 1/64th scale release and make it into a keychain and give it out at like toy shows and stuff. Those pop up on eBay occasionally. Yeah, I do kind of want a 1/64th scale clone to go with my orange one here. I know I have the Hot Wheels version, but it's actually silver instead of orange. But you know, still cool. I guess we'll kind of put these off to the side, I guess. But yeah, that was fun to open that. I guess I'll do more live unboxings or openings like that, because that one actually went pretty well. That one I could easily use with just one hand to do, but I don't know. This whole rectangle thing just really is bothering me. I try to like play with settings here. Do you want to continue? Nope, cancel. Okay, well, I'll try that out later. Yeah, Streamlabs was nice that first time I used it, but now it has that rectangle thing, and I can't figure out how to get rid of it. If anyone knows how to get rid of the rectangle without me having to end the whole stream, just let me know. Not a big deal tonight, but I just think for future streams I'd like to get that solved. What's that, Greg? Oh, this is Lexus Sc430 made by Maesto. I have the Motormax Sc430 in gold, but that one has the now broken roof mechanism thing. So I thought, you know what, I'm never going to be able to make it like properly fixed or anything, so I'm just going to replace it with this actually significantly more detailed Maesto version. I was actually really surprised at how detailed this was compared to the other one that I have. But I will be reviewing this I'll be comparing it and reviewing it to the Motormax version. I'll say more about this. I'm going to be doing an end of the year video, like end of the year collection update. I'll probably film that day or two after Christmas, and then I'll upload it probably maybe New Year's Eve or something like that, like I did the previous 2 years, I guess. But yeah, I'll talk more about that on there. I just had this out because I never put it away yet. I opened it up, I forget when. It was a while back, but I got it out again because I knew I wanted to, show it off. I have it. Oh yeah, I had it on my Instagram story, so that's why I had it out, because I wanted to like take photos of it and stuff. But hey, you don't get the folding roof like you do in the Motor Max version, unfortunately. It just has the regular trunk. But you know what? The details on this thing are so much better than the Motor Max version. I thought, whatever. Plus, as I said earlier on in the stream, I already have 2 models that have working roofs. I have that BMW 3 Series convertible by Maesto, and that Mercedes SLK Roadster by Maesto. So that's enough for right now, I think. Plus, the silver looks so good on this car, with like the beige interior and everything. I thought I liked that gold like a lot, and the gold looks great on the car, but the silver I think really makes it look nice. And Maesto did a better job with like the wheels and everything, just the overall interior detailing. I'll definitely do like a more thorough comparison of the 2 models, but I wanted to briefly kind of show that off. Oh, before I get into, I guess, the display case, I think I said I was gonna, another recent addition here, the Mercedes 500 SL by Maesto. This is 1989. This was made, I think, in 1994, the model, but it's based off the 1989 model year of the real car. But so many features on these older Maestos. Like this one, you have a working windshield wiper, you have the adjustable sun visors, adjustable seat backs, adjustable roll bar. It's like so many features. There it is with the Sc430. This one looks big next to it. Not really sure why that is, but you even get an actual spare tire in the back. This should be mounted like on the floor of the trunk, but I just kind of have it like this so it's easier to pull out as I struggle to get it out. But yeah, like this is a full-size legitimate spare wheel and tire. Like I could literally take one of these wheels off and use this as an actual spare tire. This is probably the only Meister model that they used for this. I think their Porsche 911 Speedster and their Ferrari 348 TS or whatever that Ferrari was from 1990. They both have a similar feature, but it would be cool if they still included these. But they even have like the brand of, like they even have like the branded name on there. These are Dunlops. But I can't believe they made a better model back in 1994. Well, it's better in terms of having these like kind of extra features. The details are like not the best, and like the doors don't open that great. I mean, their models today are so much better in terms of, I think, build quality and fine detailing. I mean, back then you had more features, I guess, like the folding seats and stuff. And this wasn't even on all their models. This is just one of the few from like their early years that have those features. And like there's huge like panel gaps and stuff here and there. If they were to re-release this SL500 today, you'd probably have a much better detailed interior, better build quality, and like the paint would be better. You wouldn't have probably that spare tire back there though, and like the roll bar, but I don't know. It's sort of interesting, and I will probably be doing a video of just talking about Maesto in general, and sort of talk about like their different eras they had. Like this is from like their early era, I think, or I consider, where they were just starting out. They had of just a few models, and they weren't great in terms of fine detailing, but they had a lot of cool features. This is from like their, I think they kind of peaked in quality. Like this and a lot of their other models from the 2000s, like just the detailing, the paint, the weight and everything. But you know, they lacked in some areas. And today I think they really do kind of combine all their different, good eras they had into their models, like sort of in like one model, or into a single detailed model, I should say. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they release for 2022. I think they might be making a model of the 400Z. They teased on their Instagram page about that a little while back, but I don't know. We'll see if they actually go ahead and do that. Usually around February, they'll like show like what they might be selling at Sam's Club in June or July, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, I am looking forward to that. We'll see what they got at Sam's Club in June too. All right, so I guess we can Now, usually when I do these display case switches, I take the whole case off the shelf and put it on my bed, take all the cars off, but I'm just gonna open up the door like in this way. Alright, hopefully nothing falls. It's so loud when you open it. You think you're gonna break the door, but you're obviously not, but yeah, just something interesting, I guess. Okay, so let's that first row I have in there right now are Maesto SUVs. Well, this Toyota Sequoia is not a Maesto, but it looks like a Maesto, so I put it in there with those. So we'll take these out first, and then we'll switch them. I'm not going to probably do both sides tonight. I'm just going to do like the one side. And I guess on Instagram, I'll just post a picture of the whole thing. By the way, the black rectangle thing, it's only on Streamlabs when I do Streamlabs. I went into like my actual phone camera and stuff, and it wasn't there. But I may have to like just uninstall the app or something and reinstall it. Maybe I'll do a live stream to make up for this one and its lack of a clear camera view later on. But whatever, for right now, I guess it's all good. I do apologize for that. So yeah, I did dig out some Maestos from downstairs. These are some weird GM concept cars. We have the Oldsmobile 04 concept and the GMC, what is this, the Terracross? Yeah, really odd looking concept cars from the two. But like, I'm a fan of those older concept cars, so I do collect models of those. So, and here's the Cadillac Vison, or Vison, whatever it's called. And then I thought I had another one in here somewhere. I don't even know. It was a Maesto. Oh, there's this whole thing here. I forgot. I'm so focused on that other stuff. It's like, what? Oh, yeah, here's the GM Autonomy Concept. This was actually their take on what a car in 2020 would look like. It seems like it's more in the future than 2020, I guess. The white one on the edge is this. Oh, actually, the white one on the edge here is a McLaren. This is a McLaren F1. This is the Hot Wheels version. It's from the Exotics 5 pack from, I think it was released in 2019. But yeah, really cool casting. They also have an orange version, but I think I prefer the white version. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. It does look like a Celine from a distance. Like you were right about that. I can see where some of the influence of the Celine's look was from. All right, let's get these over here. I'll put these in. And the door sometimes just kind of closes. Once it closed on me when I was putting cars there, I almost dropped all the cars. It's like, okay. Gotta be careful. Alright, I'll put the Oldsmobile in there. Terracross. Vison, and the Autonomy. Alright. These get taken out. Okay, now, alright, I can easily get to these. So, I also collect the Hot Wheels Anniversary Series cars. So they had the 50th anniversary set, the 51st anniversary set, 52nd, and 53rd. They were basically like a set of 5 or 6 cars that came in like the same paint scheme. I thought they were going to end it with the 50th, but they ended up releasing a new set like each year. So I assume the 54th one is going to come out, maybe for 2022. I'm not really too sure, but we'll switch those out next with the 4 I have up here. So here's the 4 I have up here currently. Roger Dodger, the Plymouth Superbird. My buddy Andy actually got me the gray set. And what's this one? This one's the Muscle Tone or something, and this one's a 53. Actually, yeah, 53 on the 53 Ford, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a 56 Ford. Okay, I was off with that, but whatever. So these get switched out. This is the Aristo Rat, this gray one here. It's based off a heavily modified Porsche 356, like Rat Rod or whatever they call those. Volkswagen pickup. Oh, this is the twin mill, by the way. And these Chevelle. So we got 2 fantasy and 2 license going on, which is cool. These are 4 Hot Wheels ID cars. I'm going to keep these up here for right now because I do have to get IDs to replace them from downstairs, and I forgot to do that. So we just got to do these middle 3 rows now. And then I guess that's probably all we'll do for right now. I'll show off the finished result on Instagram later, probably. Let's take these off here. And yeah, now you can see like the mess that I make, or that I go through when I do these switches. It's even worse when I do the 1/18 scale, or like when I switch out the 1/18 scale cars and the 1/64 scale cars all at once. It just, the mess would just get so, like the whole bed would just be covered with just cars for the whole, for like an hour or two until I finally got things like, you know, solved and everything. Okay, at least with this black rectangle, it is somewhat transparent, so it looks a lot worse on my phone than it does on my laptop screen. Or yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I do apologize for that. It's a distraction, but what are you gonna do? All right. So what was I gonna? Okay, so what other rows do I have to switch? We got those middle 3 rows there. So we got supercars, some random stuff. Let's do supercars. I got out some. Actually, you know, we're gonna do GT race cars next. So I got these 4 out. The Liberty Walk GTR, the Cadillac CTS VR, the BMW Z4 Cup, and the Lamborghini Huracan. I guess it's called the Huracan Cup, maybe. I'm not really too sure. So these will go up here. And they will take the place of my 4 art cars here. We have 2 Mustangs, there's a 67, and then a 92, and then we have a Roger Dodger with this kind of steampunk livery on there, which is interesting, and this 83 Chevrolet Silverado. So we will put those in here. Got Liberty Walk, and we'll put Liberty Walk in the front. Then we got the Huracan Z4 and the I'm sorry, this is the ATS VR, not the CTS VR. It's funny seeing a Cadillac race car too. They don't make the ATS coupe anymore, unfortunately. They don't really make any coupes anymore, which sucks. I think they're always cool, but not everyone thinks so, I guess. All right, now we just got to do. We'll just take these out too. Got my row of supercars. Here's the Aventador J, the Aston Martin Vulcan. I just love that name. I just think of, you know, Spock from Star Trek. Porsche 911 GT3, and then the Ford GT. So we're going to take these out and replace them with some other supercars. What we got in here? We got the Chiron, the Wyra Roadster. What other ones should I do? Okay. Yeah, we got the Veneno, Lamborghini Veneno. Veneno. What else we got? Oh, right in front of my face here. The McLaren Senna. All right, let's put these up. Senna, Chiron, and then we'll do the Wyra at the end here, and then we'll do the Veneno right there. I just like saying Veneno. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, but whatever. Alright, come on. I think my hand was over the microphone again, so sorry, I gotta stop doing that. Alright, nice looking lineup in here. The last row we gotta switch out is this row. So here's this Jeep Trackhawk. I actually got this one from my local mall. There was like a toy store in there. It's called Go Toys and Games. Actually, it was my first time in that particular mall since before the pandemic. And I went there in June for a friend's birthday party in one of the restaurants. And we were just walking around afterwards, and this was actually in one of the stores. So I was happy to find that one. Lamborghini Urus, and then the two Audis, RS6, and the, what's this, the S6, right? Or RS5. S6 would have been the sedan. I don't know what I'm saying. The concept one. Oh, this is about the McLaren F1. This is like the F1 GTR, I think. This is like the racing version of it. But yeah, where would this fit in now? I may switch out this with the Z4 now that I'm looking at it. I'm not really too sure. I always get more cars than are going to fit in the case because I sometimes do change my mind on certain ones, and I'll take stuff out, put stuff back. So what we see here, not everything's probably going to make it in there this time around, but I mean, I have that whole other side I got to do. I don't know if I'm going to get into that necessarily tonight, but yeah, probably going to wrap up soon. But yeah, let's just get that last row done, and then. So here's something cool that I did find: the yellow Volvo 850 from the Hot Wheels. This is in that dump bin at my local Giant, and it really goes well with the Matchbox Volvo S60 wagon. I keep saying things wrong. This is the V60. S60 is the sedan, or was the sedan. The V60 is the wagon, because Volvo wagons have the V in front of them. So, yeah. I always make that error. I do apologize for that. So, okay, we'll put those two in. And then... oh, here's two more kind of random ones. These came in a 2-pack. The Ford Explorer Sport Track and the Mustang Mach-3 concept. So that weird, like, multicolor 3-pack of cars that I did a video of, there was a Mach-3 in there. This is also a Mach-3, and it's green, and it looks more normal than that multicolored thing. So, yeah, these will go up in that row. Actually, got a lot of them orange. And then sometimes I'll look and be like, I have too much of a certain color in here, but I don't think that's a big deal. It's like I'm on one of my videos now. Oh, I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to switch those out now. We'll do the two wagons. Yellow looks killer on the Volvo wagon. It really does. It looks awesome. And this actually came in the Autobahn 5, or the Autobahn Express 5-pack. Sick. Bought that a long while back from a Target. And then we'll do the Mach-3 and the Sport Track. I do have to film a lot of these Maestos I'm putting in here anyway, so it'll just be convenient to have them in the case, just at my disposal. I bought all these little Maestos at the same time, so I did film an unboxing of all of them, so I will be like editing that at some point to put it on, or to upload it, I should say. Yeah, oh, here's a GT race car that I also got from that dump bin. This Nissan Leaf Nismo. So, this may actually fit well in here too. Well, for right now, we'll just leave it out, I suppose. It is a recent edition, so it doesn't have to go in there right away, but yeah. Okay, well, this side is done for right now. I do have to switch out those IDs up top, but they can stay for right now. I do have to play that ID game. I have the Hot Wheels ID app, and I just haven't touched it for months, because once you get into school and just other stuff like that, it's kind of takes over your whole life, and then, you know, I have to make time for videos and all that, so then once I do the videos and everything, it's like, then it really isn't that much time for anything else, so, but whatever. I have a short break from classes soon enough anyway, so that shouldn't be a big deal. And if I had a second free hand right now, I wouldn't be going back and forth like this 1,000 times. I like that yellow Volvo 850R. Yeah, isn't this cool? And like Hot Wheels already released this in like 5 or 6 colors, I think. Oh, here actually is my racing version. This is the original release that that Hot Wheels had of this. They had 2 racing versions. There was this one and the gray one. And they had 2 painted versions. There was the yellow one and the red one. I have 3 out of those 4. I don't have the gray racing version. I think there was also a dark blue racing version too, or like rally. Hello Nick, how's it going? I enjoyed watching your videos of diecast models. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thanks all of you for joining and for commenting and stuff, despite the weird quality of the camera with that black thing on there and everything. Yeah, this is a mess. This is always how it looks after I switch out the display case cars. Always, it never fails. And then I got cars here to make way for the opening door and stuff. But all right, well, I'm satisfied with this for right now. So we'll close this door. All right, I hope I don't knock everything over. Just gotta get the top. There we go. Love this case. The doors are just so loud and kind of hard to close, but I manage them, which is fine. I switch out the cars no less than every 2 weeks, so minor things like that, like the doors not opening and stuff like that, it's not really like a big deal to me. Let's put the nutcracker back. Okay, here's the holiday display for those of you who haven't seen it. This will be available to watch in my I like the Hot Wheels releases realistic looking street versions the most. Yeah, they have that like that car culture series and stuff, and even like just their regular like mainline castings, like this Urus, just like the headlight detailing and everything, and the paint and stuff. It's just always really well done. This Trackhawk is from that car culture series. Like you have the rubber tires, super high quality paint and everything. They're just expensive. Like you literally can't beat some of these for $1. I mean, these are all $1 Hot Wheels, and they just look so cool. I mean, aside from the fact that I have a rainbow going on here, which is awesome by itself. Just the paint quality and everything, and just the little details. It's so cool that you can get these for $1. You could collect only Hot Wheels and have a massive collection. You could basically have 100 Hot Wheels for just just under $100, depending on where you can find them. It's just really cool. Whereas $100 for 1/18 scale cars will get you maybe like 5 or 6, if even that, depending on which brands you're buying. Though if you get Maestos from Sam's Club, let's see, I could get 6 or 7 of them for around $100 because they're 15 each. So that's 90. Yeah, but yeah, you can't beat the Hot Wheels. Have you ever found a super treasure hunt? Not a super treasure hunt. I have found treasure hunts, and I have found some chase cars. Like here's actually a Hot Wheels ID chase car, which I'll be putting in the case at some point later. This was actually at one of my local Giants too. Yeah, this has that like microchip thing you can actually scan on the bottom, but yeah, unfortunately I haven't found a super treasure hunt. Some don't really like appeal to me all that much. I have a lot of like the regular, like this purple Porsche here. There was a super treasure hunt for that. I have the regular version. It's just as cool, I think. Of course, for the STHs, you have like the rubber tires and the better detailed wheels and stuff. But I do hope to. I know I'll probably find one someday. It's just a matter of looking. And that's part of the hunt too. Like I didn't expect to find the ID chase car. I think I was even filming when I was digging through that dump, and this is like September of 2020. And I think I was like, oh, it's an ID chase car. I was like really pumped up because it. And this isn't like everyone's favorite chase car. It's it's the Motosaurus, and actually on the Hot Wheels ID app, it's actually a pretty slow car, unless you upgrade it and stuff. But I actually have 2. This one I actually got as a prize from a local bowling alley a couple years back when I was there with my friends. But yeah, it's cool to have this weird casting in 2 different colors. Would I keep it carded? I would say probably. I think knowing how I am, I'd probably keep it carded at first, but then I would just be really tempted. Like, I open up all these, as you can see. I do occasionally save, like, the card artwork, because the artwork on Hot Wheels cards looks really cool. Like on, like, the blister cards was what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I don't know what I would do. If I found two, like ideally I'd find two and like open up one and keep one carded, but you can't get that lucky. Yeah, I'll find one someday. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into this side tonight, I don't think. But well, do I have enough here to do the switch out? All these were in the case, so these are going back to be stored somewhere. I have the I got the fantasy castings. I got the flame cars. Yeah, I guess just quickly we can switch out some of the cars on this side too. Let's move the Celine. Very heavy Celine. Despite being a Motor Max, it's actually better quality than their other models. I'm probably going to be doing a video that, yeah, here's these distracting light up trees too. Let me turn these off. The batteries in these things drain very quickly. I do have new batteries to replace the ones that are in there, but I don't really want to use them up like just yet. Let's open up this side. Hopefully nothing falls out. There we go. Definitely keeping these red lines in here. I always love keeping them in there. So right now, I'm not going to touch that row. Same thing with these older cars in this row. I'm going to leave that the same, but we will switch out the Flames cars. So we have the 64 Nova, the purple 69 Charger. Then we have the Gas Monkey Corvette, which is a 68 model, I believe. And then we have the Ford Falcon, which is a cool casting. Plan on doing a Hot Wheels custom of my in real life car. That's cool. I actually have a model of my, if I can get it out. I tossed it in a random drawer, but yeah, here I have a red Honda Civic in real life. It's a different shade of red than this, but it's a 2020. This one's and the model was actually a 2019. But closest thing that I could find, I actually made a video back in August comparing the details of both. So make sure you guys go and check that out. But oh, here's my display up here. I have my 39 Ford and my Mercedes 500K on this dresser here, which is cool. Yeah, it's always cool to have a little version of your real car. I say that in my Civic video. Like, make sure you find, like, if you have a real car, it's always so cool to have, you know, a model version of it. Depending on which, even if it's like a small scale or whatever, like, any version is just so cool to have. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, the Flames. Here's what's going to be replacing the Flames. In the case, we have 4 more here. So we'll put these in. Always good to have an excuse to change out the cars, I guess. Let's see, I'll do green. Here's this kind of matte gray Chevy. I always liked that casting. Light gray. Then we have this blue pickup, and then the what is this one again? This is also a Nova. Here's a 66 Nova, and we have a 64 Nova. I guess they're slightly different. The wagon obviously looks different because it's a wagon, but they're the same generation, I guess, or body style, I suppose. Then we have this row of fantasy cars here. Did I get enough fantasy cars out? Yeah, we got the 2 Moto Sarai, I guess. And then we got this weird, like, glow-in-the-dark car. And then this other one here. So we'll put those in next. Take these out. Out with the old and in with the new, as Chris Fix would say. He's also got a cool channel. Alright, put this Motosaurus in here. That one. Hey, I'm back. Just wanted to take a little break. I probably missed a lot. Well, actually, mainly just switching out the cars in here. So here's what I switched out. Pretty much everything on this side I switched out except for the ID cars up here. And this side I'm actually doing right now. I'm not going to be doing everything tonight. I'm just doing a little bit. The white McLaren F1 is cool. Yeah, this is probably going to go in the case. Everyone seems to love this thing, so we'll put it in the case. This one legitimately glows in the dark, which is really cool. So that one's gonna go in there. This will light up the case a little bit at night. I'll have to take a picture sometime to actually show you guys how it looks, but yeah, super cool. All right, what to put with the F1? I'm not really even sure now. I guess I could do the F1 and oh, I have a speed tail too. We'll go ahead and put those up in the case actually. We'll take the two wagons out and we'll put the speed tail in there. Speed tail, and then here's the F1. I'm glad everyone likes the F1. I wasn't even going to get that out, but I was actually going through stuff in my closet and I saw it in there, and it's like, you know what, this hasn't seen daylight for a while, so we'll get it out just to get it out. Okay, gotta put two other cars in there. What will they be? I guess we could do the Cobra and stuff in there. Oh yeah, you know, we'll do the Hot Wheels. Well, actually, you know, we're gonna do two of my childhood cars. You guys get to witness my indecisiveness firsthand here. Here's this Plymouth GTX. You put the Concept 2020 car in there. Which one was? Oh yeah, I did. The Autonomy. That's it right there. Okay, so I'll put this, and we'll put the Nomad. I have the Golf F1. Oh, that's a cool one. I like that one. All right, so those are in there. We'll just get out these two. Not the Corvettes. All right. So let's... Actually, I want to put all four of my childhood cars in the same row. So we'll put the F1 and Speedtail a row down. Then we'll put the Variate. And then I had one more. Where was it? Oh, the Olds 442. That'll go in here too. Two more. I guess we can do... See, I took out the... just two more GM concept cars. I guess we'll do two of the Hot Wheels. This actually came with the case. This 83 Chevy Silverado with the rubber tires and stuff on it. I do occasionally put that in there because it did come with the case, so in spirit of it, I put it in there too. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, we'll do... Actually, yeah, here's two cool ones. I got two Honda CRXs. CRXs. This is an 85 and an 87. A Japanese version and a US version. So they can go in the case. Yeah, I wish I kept more of my childhood cars too, whoever said that on there. I actually have most of them, luckily, but some of them did not make it this far, unfortunately. Alright, well, there's this side of the case. Now for the painful part of closing the doors. There we go. Okay. Alright. That this lighting does not look the best right now. I'll probably maybe do a stream during the day sometime. Yeah, my last stream was during the day. It wasn't, like, it was still light out at this time of night. And I had the window open and everything, but because I was during the summer. But, alright, well, there's what we have for the case and everything. Now we'll put these back. I'll put the other big cars back. Red Porsche GT3, I don't remember what happened to it. I had some Porsche GT3s too. There was a Matchbox one. If you're talking about like a 996 generation. Yeah, those are really cool. All right, so these will go over here. Hey, look at that mess on the bed there. That's why I do this only every couple of weeks, if not more, because it's just so... I'm trying to hold the camera still while also reaching over to the shelf precariously, so I don't have to keep shaking things around. But, yeah. Now, all these have to go back in store. I'm not going to make you guys sit through that, but to give you an idea, yeah. And yeah, I don't always put everything in the... Some of these cars I still have to put away. Like this one's actually from the previous theme I had in the display case. This one's new, this Porsche Taycan. That's a new one I got, so that has to go somewhere. Same thing with this Mercedes 300 Gullwing in there. But look, I did have enough room. All right, can't empty this out now. Put these cars in here. But and I may want to switch stuff out in the case later, so these will stay as they are. Most of these will make their way into here to be put back downstairs in storage, but some of these actually stay up here because I do have packs in my closet. What about you set a queue and every time you switch cars like automatic taking turns that you will never need to decide which ones get into it? Yeah, that would be something cool to do. I have a few hundred cars in this size. I know at some point in my life I'll probably get to several thousand. At that point I'll be like, how? I mean, someday I do want to have maybe multiple of these cases. To have maybe, I don't really want to have absolutely every single car out at once. Like I know I can probably at some point in my life be able to get like enough cases to fit them all out there. For the 118s, definitely, I do want to maybe find a way in the future to have them all out at once, so I don't have to keep switching them out, putting them in storage. But I think there is a fun factor in switching out the cars that I have out, because I can do stuff like this, go on the stream and stuff like that. All right, let's clean up my mess. I'm not going to clean up all these cars during the stream. That'll be my rush before I go to work tomorrow activity. Well, I'll do it later tonight, probably. I do have to use the bed. So, all right. Yeah, wow, these were all in the case. Well, these are Matchbox cars I opened from this pack here. I'll probably put these back in their box later. But, yeah, wow. Thank you all for sitting through that. It does take a while to do that, but it's worth it in the end because I can get some different cars out. But yeah, I think I addressed all the comments that are up to date on here. I usually do a test comment at the beginning. I never typed anything on here. Oh well, whatever. But yeah, that's really all I had to really show off. I guess like one more go around. There's the holiday stuff up here. 143rd Scout cars there. My SL Mercedes-Benz and my Tamicas are down here. And then we have the cars up here with the red tray that does not light up. This is actually going to be turning 20 in a couple years, this tray. It sheds more red stuff every year. But I now have it for quite some time, which is nice. Yeah, that's really, I think, all I had to show here. I guess not as eventful as my last stream, but, I thought it was fun doing it. We're at about 774 subscribers now at this point, so, thank you all for your support. I always like, logging in and seeing, comments on videos that I can respond to and stuff, all the different likes and everything, and just, getting new fans and everything. It's always, it's always very cool to see that. I do have a Christmas tree back here. I forgot to show that. Actually, yeah, I do have some Hallmark ornament or car ornaments. They're always cool to collect. They're kind of expensive when they add up, but they're still cool to get, I think. But yeah, okay. That was everything. But yeah, again, thank you all for tuning in spite of this this gray rectangle thing. I still have no idea why it's doing that. I guess something had to go wrong for me tonight, and that was that. But, it is what it is. 1,000 subscribers soon. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it's probably going to happen by April or May. I'm guessing, if not sooner. I'm really, it's so cool to, just, think about that. I never expected that to happen. Can you do a quick review of one of your favorite 118 scale cars? I don't know what my favorite is currently, but yeah, that's something to consider for the future, is to do one actually live, or like a 118 review. Maybe I'll do the comparison review of this Lexus and the MotorMax one in the future on a live thing, just to see how it goes, because, but yeah, that's an idea right there. I'm going to make a video of probably my top 10 favorite models at some point. Again, I am gonna be doing that end of the year video that I always do, where I have a collection update and kind of give a preview of what's going to happen for the next calendar year. So that'll be part of that. So you guys can look forward to that. That'll be on the 30th probably. New review uploads tomorrow or Sunday, depending on when I actually get time. I do work all day tomorrow, but so I might not be able to get to it then. But that'll be the next video. Probably do something with like little cars for the video after that, and then I'll get back into 118 scale reviews after that, and the end of the year video, of course. But yeah, yeah, thank you all for tuning in and commenting and everything. Wow, I really got a nice thread going on here. Yeah, thank you all for bearing with me despite that, weird glitch on the camera and me taking longer than I said I would on the stream itself. We're now over an hour. I said it wouldn't be over an hour, but things get fun, so then we we just keep going on. So very, very cool. This video should upload, I think, to my uploads, I should say. So if anyone is joining after the stream ends, you should be able to. I think what I'll do in the comments is I'll put timestamps of interest where I I think I did that for my last stream, like after I ended it, where I put oh, I do a collection tour at this timestamp and that timestamp. So I'm sure people aren't going to want to watch the whole hour and what are we at now? Almost hour and 15 minutes long video. So yeah, I'll probably do that later. But all of you are on here live, which is very cool to see. But yeah, I think that's really all I have to share. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys got to kind of see firsthand my process for switching out the cars. I know I made a video earlier in the year on how I show off, or on how I showcase my models or something like that. I think I went into kind of brief detail there, but you actually got to see the long and messy process that this whole thing was. Yeah, these will all eventually be put away. Like after I do the first step, which is switching out all the cars themselves, I just get tired and I'm like, all right, that's enough. So usually like the next day I end up actually putting the old cars away, or old cars is in whatever I had in the case prior to the current cars. So, but yeah, all right, everyone, that's about it, I think, for tonight. I will be doing another stream, hopefully for 1,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll do one even before that, but I figured every 250 I would do like a live stream or something like that. But yeah, and hopefully the next one will go fairly well. But yeah, all right, everyone, thank you for tuning in. See if I can stop the video now. Good night.